That was super fast and speedy. I'm just like catching up. Here we go. One watching. That's me. There we go. Okay. So I apologize for anybody that was watching the live stream yesterday and then basically the live stream went away. But as you may have noticed from the big message that popped up on my computer, at least, because when I do the live streams, I basically have the live stream actually happening on my computer here, and then basically this is the thing that I use to send out the live stream to has all the widgets and all the stuff that I need to do for the live stream. And then I also have it playing here on this other computer, and it's basically playing it, just playing it in the window. And also, why am I super ginger on one side? There's always something. It's always something. Yeah, I have it playing here in the window, so I can actually see exactly what's happening. And also, I noticed I was doing that with my hand just now, and it was really distracting in front of my face. I do apologize because that bugged me. Yeah, I also have the live chat here also, and it also comes up a bit faster. The live stream, not through the program, is basically faster here than it is running through here. God damn it! How long did that take? That didn't take long at all, did it? And my eyes are stinging. Already on live streams. So yeah. Anyway, yesterday I was doing art on here, and all of a sudden the live stream shut down on this computer. It basically said, sorry, this live stream is not available. And then I refreshed the window just to see what had happened, to see if it was like, oh, is this computer's internet gone off or something? Because that has happened before. And it didn't come back. Instead, it just said that due to not copyright, a community guidelines violation, this stream had been terminated. And it was like, okie dokie. Now, I have had a thing happen where I have seen that it's a thing. I've seen a thing from YouTube. Oh my god. It's because I'm talking. Stop it. It's because I'm talking. Yeah, I've seen a thing from YouTube. I've got I think it was an email, but they might have emailed me, and I might have had a notification pop up at some stage on my computer or my phone or something, saying that live streams and just content in general may be falsely flagged or falsely, you might have to appeal for stuff because YouTube is being a bit touchy. They don't have people reviewing this stuff. At least they don't have the amount of people that they usually do to review stuff. So it's probably not going to be super like in your face there right now, if you know what I mean. It's not going to be resolved very, very quickly. It might be resolved, but it probably won't be resolved very quickly. So yeah. So yeah, I think that has something to do with the piggy nipples. I don't know though. I have no idea. Something flagged it, but this does mean that basically my drawing is incredibly good. If it's flagging YouTube's system, okay, I get it. I have an eyelash. I'm sure that's what's the problem. See, Zamo's made a new thing. Just the notification popped up on my Discord. Yeah. There's nobody here yet, I think. I think it's just me at the moment. That's what it says. It's just me at the moment. So I don't really have anybody to bounce ideas off of just yet, anyway. Which is a good thing, because I don't know what's going on. I seem to be all yawns and all eye blinkiness at the moment. I think I'm going to have to get the eye spray. I think I'm just going to have to spray my eyes. This fucking busy. Wow, that eye is really bloodshot, isn't it? Just the one. The other one's fine. Yes, stinging. Didn't this happen on stream last night? I feel like this happened on stream last night. Well, this gives me something to do while I wait for somebody to come. Like I said, I need somebody to bounce ideas off of. My general plan was to come on here, not do any art. I was going to do some art and then basically just talk to you guys without sharing my screen. But I didn't think that would be fair on you guys on account of I would be distracted, much like I'm distracted right now with poking my own eye out. My other eye is now getting stingy because now, yeah, of course it is. Of course that's what happens. This is just like the fucking that sketch that I was talking about. It's like, no, guys, I really do have something in my eye. I'm not upset. I am upset, but I'm not crying. It's like, it's okay. We know you care. It's like, yeah, but that's not what's happening here. I actually have something in my eye. Oh my god. Oh. Well, this eye feels super better, and there's actually something on the tissue. So there actually was something in my eye. Not that there wasn't anything in my eye before. I'm just saying that usually my eye just stings because I'm on live stream, because that usually happens. Anyway. Hey, Panda Fox. It says that you're not here anymore. It said that there was 2 people watching, and then it disappeared. It went back down to 1, which is me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So, I'm still here. Yep, I see. Both of the messages are synced up this time. Both of the computers are synced up. That's weird. That is actually a bit creepy. I don't know why that's the way it should be, but for some reason, it's like, this is not right. There's something going on. My computer's behaving in a way that it should do. This is peculiar. Although I've had weird psychic shit happening with my brain and the computer today. This computer specifically. Not good psychic, bad psychic stuff. For example, I was sat here and I was thinking to myself while I was watching something on here and drawing something on here, that basically it's like, gee, this computer hasn't crashed for a while. That's nice of it. It crashed as I was finishing the thought. It crashed. It straight up just froze. The screen froze. I had to force it to shut down. Yeah. And then I was thinking to myself, well, at least YouTube is working properly. When it turned back on, I said, at least YouTube is working properly, because I was catching up on my YouTube because I've been watching a bunch of Netflix and stuff. And instead what happened was YouTube started to act weird. Not as I was finishing that thought, though. It wasn't like instantly happening after I thought that. It basically, what happened was whereas it plays a prearranged playlist, what happened was it started playing it played a video, and then it would just end the playlist. It would think it would be on the end of of the playlist, so it would just stop showing the playlist. And then then I would, I'd click back, and then I'd be in the playlist again, and then I click on the next video, and then it will go back onto the playlist and play for a couple of videos, and then it will go back to doing at the end of the playlist. So yeah. And there was something else that I was doing, but I can't remember what it was. I think it has something to do with Discord, and that I was thinking about how Discord does this thing every now and again, where it says it tells you that it tells you that you've got new messages, even though it's been open on your computer, like on your screen, and you've been online, and it's still telling you you've got new messages to read. And I was like, oh good, is this going to be like this for every single server that I'm connected to? And as I was going through them, it was. So yeah, like I said, weirdly psychic with this computer. We're psychically linked, me and this computer, and it's never in a good way. Gee, I wish there would be a bank error, a bank transaction error that would randomly deposit like £1 million into my account from this computer. I'll let you know if that works. Because technically that's a bad thing that happened, and that's all I'm saying. I'm not going to say that it's a good thing, because if I said it was a good thing, then it might not happen, and well, it might not happen anyway, but you know what I mean. Anyway, it's probably not going to work. Well, thanks, Pantherfox. you know, it might. I mean, I've had so much random bullshit happen to me that can't some of the random bullshit be good? I mean, it has to, right? I mean, some of the random bullshit has to be good. Mine didn't sting that time. It was more because it was feeling a bit normal, so it needed to be messed with. This eye, this is being the good eye. I can't remember which one's my good eye. I think this is the good eye, and this is the bullshit eye, but I'm not entirely sure. No, it's the other way around. I want this. This is the good eye. Nobody's eyes are the same, and on me, this eye seems to be the bullshit eye with all the eyelashes that seem to go right in my eye. Talking about eye stuff. Only we're not doing that, because that would be really boring. How are you doing, Pantherfox? What is up with you? I know basically everybody else's situation, kind of. Everybody's kind of quarantining themselves. And I've got one friend who's being incredibly paranoid and is basically locking himself in his flat, his apartment, until all of this blows over. And it's like, okay. He told me that he's blocking himself in his apartment because he's got asthma. And that almost got me, because I was like, wait, I know somebody who has asthma. I know somebody who had asthma or has asthma. It's me. I had asthma. When I was a kid, I had asthma. It actually got me panicked for a little bit. Like the other day, oh god, like the other day, I was at the supermarket and I saw that there were no toilet rolls, and I was like, when I came home, I looked at our toilet rolls, and I was like, standing there for a couple of seconds, and I was like, what if we run out of toilet rolls? And I was like, oh my god, it's happening to me. Only for a split second, I came to my senses very quickly, but for a second, my brain was like, we better buy some more toilet rolls. I was like, it was like somebody in my brain chip. In my brain chip was just I basically in my brain is like there's like a kind of like the Matrix. Do you remember the Matrix Reloaded, where they go to Zion and you've got the people in the control room, but they're in a mini Matrix? That's kind of what my brain is. My brain's like a bunch of me's in my head who basically are just controlling shit. You know, I call it my brain ship because it's basically they're on a bridge. You know, there's one lead guy, and then the rest of them kind of do all of the stuff. You know, they man all the consoles and stuff. And well, the the guy that was in charge of resources control was basically like, Captain, I think we need more toilet rolls. And the captain was like, really? Yeah, we need more toilet rolls. I mean, we could run out of toilet rolls. I mean, we're down to half of our 2-month supply of toilet rolls. And the captain was like, "Can we get security, please, to like kick him or something?" It's like, no, I'm serious. Why are all of you not seeing this? We could run out of toilet rolls. And then the security officer just like comes and just slaps him. It's like, pull yourself together, man. The science officer's just there being like, wow, that was actually weirdly interesting. I mean, I can't believe that happened. I mean, is this what's happening to everybody else on the planet? Is this why there are no toilet rolls? You know, it's like I've got a new theory. I've got 3 theories now about the toilet roll thing. It's weirdly fascinating, the whole toilet roll thing. Well, I went home and just got off from work not too long ago. So is like I know different states basically they do different shit, don't they? Like I know a few states are already on lockdown kind of thing. You know, we've got like all the pubs are shut, all the restaurants are shut, but they're still like doing takeaways and stuff. But we're not on full-on lockdown yet. We basically just have been advised that it's not wise to like gather people together all in one place. And it's like, okay. Like when I heard about the pubs being shut and stuff, I was like, oh my god. Everybody really is thinking that this is the apocalypse. Great. Because we need more panic like that. We need more bullshit like this. I get why they're doing it. I get why the government's doing it here in the UK. But at the same time, I'm like, could you not? I mean, seriously. Again, I keep saying Damon's sick of hearing this. But remember when SARS happened and the world ended? Like, basically that countries started going into lockdown, travel was suspended, there was like hospitals were overrun, and the world basically burnt down. Do you remember that? No? Because it didn't fucking happen. And this thing, which is another SARS, it's actually SARS is a coronavirus. I'm going to say it twice here. SARS is a coronavirus. And the world didn't end like it is ending now. Like people think it's ending now. What's the deal? Hospitals weren't overrun. Some hospitals, very selective hospitals, basically had problems with SARS. But yeah, it's just Damon said that basically it's because of SARS and because of other outbreaks like bird flu and stuff that that the governments of the world are acting like this because basically they don't want SARS and stuff to happen again. And like I said, the world didn't end. Could you stop? Could you just stop with the? Oh my God, it's crazy. What person's ass is going to use that much toilet paper? Exactly. But this is my new theory about the toilet paper. It's kind of like a mass panic thing. You know, it's mass hysteria. That's what it is. Yeah, because like I said, it almost happened to me. It didn't really almost happen to me. Like it was one guy in my brain ship of like my brain crew of potentially thousands, because I don't know if each of these guys have names or lives outside my head. I don't know. But essentially, there's one of them basically that went super crazy on the toilet roll, you know, and it could spread. It could have spread, but it didn't because the rest of them are fucking intelligent. Not to toot my own brain horn, you know, but yeah. The world won't end. It's not the apocalypse, but people do need to take precautions and isolate. Oh my God, Owen, they got to you. Oh, it's a shame. Very selective people have to take super precautions. Some people have to take sensible precautions, and the rest of us are fine. You know, it's like the rest of us, it's gonna suck, but it's fine. You know, but this thing has already ruined my year, and it's like, oh, it's not even that far in. So yeah. It's self-perpetuated. One people hear it's running out, people buy more toilet roll, and then people panic. Exactly. Well, that's what I meant. That's basically what happened. Yeah. 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 But no, I've had like people like talking to me about how it's just like they don't want to risk it, and they don't want to risk giving it to certain people and stuff like that. Brilliant. But you know, these people are their own people. They're probably going to catch it if they aren't sensible themselves. You know, I get it, but it's like, yeah, you know, I've got a very 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 close friend who basically like said that it's like it the sending a loved one of theirs away, and because they are immunocompromised, so it's like they're sending them away. I get it, I do, but the reason why they're sending them away is because they said to me that, but they basically said to me, if they get it, they will die. If they get it, they will fucking die. And all I can say to that person is basically like, no, they won't. I mean, obviously, there's always a chance, but most probably, they will need to be hospitalized. They will need to be hospitalized. They will get looked after, and everything will be fine because they're probably going to catch it anyway. So, you know, they're not going to die. It's a pain in the butt. It's just a pain in the butt. Got a friend who basically is like I said, he locked himself in his flat in his place because he doesn't want to risk it because he's got asthma and stuff like that. And like I said, I had asthma when I was a kid, and you know, I'm pretty confident that if I got it, I'm not gonna die. But yeah, lots and lots of people like have overly panicked over this thing, and it's bad. So yeah, it's the apocalypse, everybody. That's great. I've missed a couple of bits. Here we go. I live with somebody with a heart condition and diabetes. I need to protect him. Nobody has got to me. I'm following the advice of biologist and it's going up too fast. Biologist and epidemiologists. This is no joke, and we need to protect the vulnerable. Your attitude is actually quite dangerous. Okay. You don't have to agree with me. My attitude isn't dangerous. Oh my god. So I know it wasn't personal, and I'm really trying not to take it personal. Again, captain of a brain ship is telling somebody now to basically to calm down. But there's one guy who's like, kill him. It's like, you go get him. Captain of the brain ship is again sitting in the chair, very much like this one, just being like, everyone needs to calm down. Everyone just needs to calm down, you know? Have we got any calm down juice? I think I've got some calm down juice. It's in the house. Oh my god. Basically, Owen, like I said, if we just carry on like we did when SARS happened, then everything will probably be fine. That's basically that's my attitude to this, you know. But we're not. The world is ending, according to a lot of people, and it's bugging the fuck out of me, you know. I am actually kind of bugged that you said that my attitude is quite dangerous. It's just that that is my attitude. That's my whole attitude, you know. Is that basically we lived through this stuff before, and everything was not super shitty like it's being now. Why is this a thing? You know? Yeah. Hey, Jeffrey's here. Hey, Jeffers. I'm so glad you're back from last night and YouTube's craziness. Thanks so much for the awesome drawings. I love them both. Yeah, I know, right? It's. I have no idea why YouTube did that. It's just, you know, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's kind of just. I don't explain it. I explained it at the beginning of the stream. So, yeah, it was just YouTube overreacting because they've got the algorithms, or well, not the algorithm. They got the detection thing turned up to way past 11 because they've got not a lot of staff to actually do this. You know. So yeah, it's just. Yeah, I'm being distracted by the more people talking while I'm reading. I will try to ignore it and then read them as it comes along. How many hospital beds do you think there are in the country? There are actually quite a lot. You know, there's just that. How many 3 beds? It's the ICU care, as far as I understand it. That's basically in the United Kingdom. It's the intensive care unit beds that basically are a thing. And I get that. I do. And I understand why. Like I said, I don't understand why this is happening. I'm just kind of like, I wish that they would just like rein it in a bit, because it's panicking people a lot, and this is causing way more harm. Somebody said to me, it's like, oh, you're just pissed that you didn't get to go on holiday and stuff. And it's like, I mean, yes, I am, but this is causing a lot more harm than you think it is. You know, It's not just that people are inconvenienced and stuff. It's people's livelihoods. It's people's basically the suicide rates are going up. I'm trying to remember where I read this so I can give you a source, but basically, yeah, there's a reason. It's one of the main reasons why I'm pissed. But yeah. This isn't a good reason to off yourself, you know. All the restaurants here are take out only. It's really crazy. Yeah, and at some point it's going to be like that here too. But yeah, like I was saying to Panda Fox earlier, I understand that like different states and different counties even in America are doing different stuff. For example, my cousin is apparently fine. Texas doesn't give a shit from what he understands. Basically, they're like, oh, something's happening outside of Texas. Something always happens outside of Texas. We're fine. You know, that's basically what his attitude is towards it. Well, not his attitude, what he's seeing Texas attitude to it is. They are just fine and dandy. You know, they think they can basically survive on their own if nothing, if the world blows up. You know, basically Texas will still be flying through space and it would be completely happy. You know. So I'm just remembering other parts of the very flowery email that the last one that he sent to me anyway. Anyway. I'm fucking hungry, says Panda Fox. I am too. I'm really annoyed. I'm really annoyed. It wasn't until basically I was told that I couldn't go to a pub or I couldn't go to a restaurant that I really wanted to go to a pub or a restaurant. It was like, yeah, me and Damon had plans, but no big deal. You want to die, but what about the people you spread it to? What kind of bullshit are you talking about? I'm explaining exactly what I'm talking about. Like, yes, like I said, the whole spreading thing is bad, but essentially people are going to get stuff. People are always going to get stuff, you know. It's like, if they're really that vulnerable, if vulnerable people are really that vulnerable, then they really, if people who get this absolutely are going to die, like, then they should be definitely super protected by somebody other than me, and I wouldn't obviously go to those people, like, I mean, like, if somebody said to me that Damon will definitely die if he got this virus, then essentially I would lock him up in a plastic bubble and I would basically I would put him very close to the hospital and stuff. But essentially, I haven't got it, and people who haven't got it are perfectly fine coming up to him and seeing him at his plastic bubble. It's a thing. Are you going to get takeout, Panda Fox? I'm thinking about doing that myself. I was thinking about doing that myself tonight, but it's gone past midnight now. And our takeout place shuts at midnight. I don't even know if they specifically are open. So I don't know. I've already got one takeout place because I live in the middle of nowhere. So yeah. SARS was not as infectious as the we've not lived through anything like this since then. Yeah. The thing is though, it's marginally more infectious than SARS. Marginally more infectious. I've read the stuff, you know. I've read the things. I've read the stuff and things. Like, if I basically, I wouldn't be comparing it to SARS if basically I didn't read that it was basically SARS. It's a new strain of SARS. Okay, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't make this comparison if I didn't know what I was talking about here. But like I said, I've read the stuff. I've read the stuff and things. It's basically SARS. It's marginally more infectious than SARS. Than SARS. So yeah, like I said. All right. Can we talk about something else before someone has a panic attack? It is reading like somebody is. I think he might have rage quitted and gone. I'm not entirely sure though. This is deadly. Your blasé attitude is astounding and incredibly. I've got dyslexia. I can't read that. I can read that. I can't read that out loud. You're fine. You'll survive. Well, everything's fine then, I guess. No, I'm not saying that. You haven't been listening. I explained that with the Damon analogy, as well as I was going to use my mother in that analogy, but my mother would not be contained, especially now. Turns out that basically my dad dying has liberated her, and she's basically been going walks down the beach and everything, and like all the time, which is great. That's way better than her being trapped in a little cottage by herself. Here's many more hugs and snuggles, Tubbs. Are you going to eat after the stream? I've eaten already. I had 2 mini pizzas, and a beef burger and a rib steak burger thing. Yeah. Basically, we've been getting rid of the ready meals that are in the freezer because we don't have much like in the fridge anymore. So it's basically frozen stuff, like frozen burgers and stuff. We do have other stuff, but it's just that I was hungry earlier and I didn't want to cook anything. Like, yeah. Right, so talking about other things. I just want to say one more thing. Is like I said, he's probably gone. And I am sorry, dude. But like, I don't have a blasé attitude to it. We're seeing things through completely different like lenses. You are obviously very, very concerned about this, and I get it. But essentially, I have to keep my life going, or I'm going to say stuff like I'd rather be dead, and I'd rather not say that. So there you go. So that's all I'm going to say on it. Unless I read something else, which I might have just read something else. But basically, yeah. What I wanted to talk about in this stream before I ran out of time, I just noticed what the time was that basically I was thinking of maybe basically doing some internet parties and stuff, or at least hosting some stuff that's just kind of like a hangout situation where, we have like a mini internet holiday, as it were. I don't know. But I just feel like I just keep seeing lots and lots of like downness, and it's bumming me out more than I thought. I thought I was already at the bottom, and it's kind of bumming me out even more. You can't see it. My hand was near the floor. So yeah, I thought that basically because I was going to go on vacation um, at the beginning of April, that we have kind of like a series of streams maybe in that week, or basically maybe just like a couple of streams where basically a bunch of us hang out. Discord, I'm going to keep the chat, the channels open, the audio channels open, and we're basically going to. I was thinking about doing that. One of the things that I was really annoyed at is that I'm going to miss my buddies. I'm going to miss the tiki party, basically, and I thought that we could all do like a mini tiki party at some stage, either on a live stream or either on just an internet hangout, maybe on Discord. I don't know. Jeffrey, this means that basically you will have to get Discord. You'll have to gonna get Discord if you're gonna hang out with us, and I would love it if you did. I'm actually gonna. I was gonna say I'm not pushing you to get Discord, but no, I think this is. I think it's got to the point where I'm gonna have to push you into getting Discord or something. You can find the Discord if you go back to my homepage for this channel. If you go back to the homepage, there is a link to my Discord server. Next to the PayPal button, at like somewhere in the picture, somewhere in the banner, the header banner picture. If you click on it, then it will give you instructions on how to make a Discord account if you haven't got one, and it will take you to the Tubbs Network server on Discord. So there you go. And like I said, for as long as quarantine is happening in the UK, at least, I will be keeping open. I will be keeping open my voice channel. Whenever my computer is turned on, I will keep on my voice channel on my Discord, so you can basically talk to me whenever you want, whenever I'm online. So there you go. So there's that. So what do you guys think about the party ideas? Again, I'm definitely having a tiki party. That one's definitely happening. But what about the other ones? What do you guys think? You used a bullshit analogy about putting your partner in a plastic bubble next to a hospital to the callousness is almost coming off you like steam. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done talking about it. You know what? If it makes you happy, you win. There you go. That sounds like a great idea, Tubbs. We need a nice pick me up, and that would do the trick. Great. Now I've got one eye. Ugh. There we go. No. Okay, I'll have to do it then. Jeffrey, I don't want to force you. It's just that this will be the easiest way that you can basically figure out exactly what's going on, like with streams and stuff. You know, it's also where you can see artwork and stuff. I don't have to keep emailing it directly to you. I don't mind doing that, but as you have found out, I forget to do that sometimes, and I didn't even know that you didn't. What pictures you have and stuff. So I'll figure out exactly how to. No, I'm resolved. Get Discord. It's a pretty cool idea, dude. If you can get people to join. Well, like I said, I'm hoping that the open door policy on my Discord is going to be enough. It's going to drive me crazy a little bit because I really don't like the notification stuff coming up, and I have tried to turn off the audio and stuff, but I'm going to admit now that as much as tech savvy as I am, Discord, they seem to intentionally make it just for gamers. I get it. I do. It's made for gamers, but it's a weird learning curve. I haven't exactly figured out yet. I'm still figuring. I've just got to figure out exactly how to do the audio mix, because it has a very unique kind of like bloop noise. And I've turned on notifications somewhere, audio notifications, and I do not know how to turn them off. The only reason why you're not hearing stuff right now is because basically I've got them muted on both of my computers. So yeah, and that's the only way that I could figure out how to turn it off. Gamers, yeah, gamers. So yeah, I'm sure it's not that big of a deal. I'm sure it's not that big of a deal. I'm sure I could actually. Sorry, I'm going through my head now, trying to figure out all the other options I've been through, instead of actually doing it off stream, like I'm supposed to do. But yeah. See, another one just popped up on my computer. I'm pretty sure there is an option to turn all of the notifications off, so that it only appears. Yeah. Because if I can do that, then I would have the audio on all the time. I do not. I do not. So yeah. So this tiki party that was going to happen in Vegas was going to be awesome. It was basically just a tiki party that was happening in Vegas. Problem is that it's not the problem. The main draw for me was that a lot of my close friends that are going to the same event in Vegas that I was, they both host the tiki party and basically are in the tiki party. So essentially, I'm most bummed about that, because this is the only time I only see them once a year, and it was always the highlight. So I'm already semi-planning this whole tiki party idea in my head, and I think it will definitely happen around the beginning of April, to basically just kick it off. Problem is that I don't have Skype. I've intentionally deleted it from my computers, mainly because a lot of the family that I don't like use Skype, and this is how they communicated with me, and essentially that's it. That's the only way that they communicated with me. So essentially, cutting that off stopped them from communicating with me, which is nice, because a bunch of that part of the family is like very religious and kind of arseholes. I don't know if a bunch of my friends are actually gonna like turn up to this kind of thing, this kind of like streaming hangout. So doing it via Discord might be the best option. I don't know if a bunch of them are furries, though. That's the thing. So my network, my specific Discord, is kind of a bit. It's unique because there's furry stuff. There's big guy stuff. There's leather stuff. There's all this other stuff, and I think they'll be okay with everything, but the furry stuff. I don't know if all of them are going to be okay with the furry stuff, but I'm pretty sure they'll be sort of okay. The other option, of course, is Facebook, and I'm very inexperienced with Facebook. I don't know exactly what to do about Facebook. That's where I normally communicate with all of these guys. So I don't know exactly if that's going to work. Or I do separate parties. I do a stream where we hang out on stream, and then I do a Discord party, and then I do a Facebook party. That would mean that it would be 3 different parties, though. That's the problem. But it would mean that the most people get the most out of it, I guess. Still kind of thinking this through. I am hoping to have like you know, there's going to be like you make a mixed drink. You have to come on stream. You have to have a mixed drink. You know, you have to have a like a cocktail or something. So that's going to be a thing. You have to have something like you have to have a Hawaiian shirt and maybe if you got it, a wreath necklace. You know, kind of like a flower necklace thing. I already got mine still. I got mine from last year. Um, it basically smells like Las Vegas, or like it smells like vacation because it's kind of got that hint of like sun cream and chlorine from the pool and a little bit of alcohol. It's just like, oh, it's like all of that stuff combined is just like that's vacation. So I kind of just it's on my coffee table in my living room, and every time I walk past it, every other time I walk past it, I will admit that every other time I walk past it, I do have a sniff because it's like vacation, and well, to me that was very much like it's that my vacation is coming up, so I was excited. And not so much now, but this will be at least something. So I'm liking this idea. I'm liking the idea of doing one on here, one on Facebook, and one on Discord. So far, I'm liking that idea, but I don't think we'll be able to do that. But I don't think we'll be able to do the Tiki Party 3 times. I think we're going to have to pick how we do the Tiki Party, or we do the Tiki Party. No. I was going to say we link up the Tiki Party somehow, but then again, I don't want to ignore anybody on a stream. If we're doing a stream, because I feel like I do that anyway. Sometimes if I do it like a joint stream when I'm with somebody, like if Itchy's here, then me and Itchy just talk about stuff and occasionally read the chat, and it's bad. We shouldn't do that. We should always pay attention to the chat, but it happens. Yeah, so I don't think I'll be able to do that. I do want to try the split screen thing that this app has. This app, where is it? There it is. That this app has, because basically, it's. I've always wanted to try it for one thing. It seems very, very simple. It seems a lot more simple than Hangouts, but the problem is that finding people that want to be on stream with me is usually difficult. I mean, Itchy can be on stream with me, but yeah. I thought I saw something crawling on the floor then. I'm sure Itchy wouldn't mind, but it's just that other people. Like I might drop the link to the stream, the live stream, into the Discord, and then basically whoever sees the link on Discord can then jump into the stream with me. Maybe. Yeah. Also, you're on a time frame. What? What do you mean? Um, Tubbs, will your airline refund your money? I hope since they cancelled it, if you don't mind me asking. They cancelled it. I have to get on the phone with them, but I did actually try yesterday. I'm not going to try it during the weekend because that's going to be hell. But yeah, they said on the website that I should be able to, if I phone them up directly, even though they could easily just make a website button that says refund my money, all of it. Very simple, you know. They would refund all of the money, a full refund, if I called them up directly. But they did say on the website that I shouldn't I shouldn't call them unless it's like 72 hours before I was due to travel, on account of they've got high call rates. No, not rates. They've got high call volume. That's it. So basically, I'm going to try on Monday to see if they actually do. But I tried yesterday, and all I got was put on hold for like ages. And they can really, they basically don't tell you this, but their phone lines, they cost a lot of money. You could be on the phone for ages, and it's basically they add up the time that you're on the phone. So they get some of your money anyway out of you that way. But I mean, it's not going to cost me that much, hopefully. Anyway, you said you're running out of time. Yes, I'm using this free version of this, and essentially, it's great, but you only get so much time. I'm willing to pay for this. I am willing to pay for this. In order to do this properly, I'm definitely willing to pay for this so that we can actually do the hangout and do the things. And it's just me paying, basically. So it'll be just me paying, and anybody from my Discord can use it, because it's not that expensive. It's not that expensive, and I do want to do this a lot more. And the reason why I haven't been doing streams every day is because I do look at the clock and how much time I've got left on. They give you on the free version. They give you a free like so many hours and stuff of streaming every month, and then if you run out of that, then you can't stream anymore. And I've been rationing out my time, so I can't do this every day. I'd usually do it like once or twice a week, but since I'm going to be here, how much time you have left? I don't know. I can't remember how many hours I had left last time. I think it was like you're down to 7 hours or something, but it resets. It resets every month. It resets on the 15th of every month. So I don't know. I've been on for an hour, and I was actually going to go like pretty soon-ish, just to limit it to just a few hours more. But essentially, I just figured to myself that that if I run out of time, I will, next time I want to do a stream, the next day, I will basically just pay for it, because I'm going to do that. I'll be okay with that. It's not that much, like I said. It's not that much. I can't remember how much it is a month, because I haven't looked recently, but I remember looking at it and thinking, yeah, if I needed to, if it basically becomes a very successful thing, doing the art class thing, then I'll be willing to pay for this. Oh, I just vomited in my mouth. Oh, not good. Where did that come from? I had what I thought was indigestion. It's still in the back of my throat. And I just kind of burped. That doesn't help. Why am I doing that? Get the tissue out of the way. Okay, that was random. Got the virus. I haven't. I'm fine. That's so random. That was just so random. Very good, Tubbs. Exactly, yes, they have high call volumes. They always have high call volumes. How much time have you left? I already read that. Masad is here, and he says, "Hey, Tubbs, howdy. Are you alright?" I'm fine. Tiny bit of a sore throat now because of that, but yeah. I'm going to put a poll on Twitter and maybe on Facebook, but essentially it's going to be about the beard and if I should keep growing it for next year, for next Vegas, for the next Vegas trip, or if I should get rid of it. Because next time I cut my hair, I'm doing something to it. I'm gonna trim it or something. I've got a cut now on my forehead in my hair. Great. Awesome. But yeah, I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm gonna ask about that. I do have something that I got today. I was surprised that Itchy wasn't here because basically Itchy has been messaging me. Well, he's been messaging me a couple of times, asking me about this thing that I got today. And yeah, essentially it's not ready yet to actually be worn properly. But me and Damon had a look on the website that we looked on Amazon for this thing, and essentially it's so it feels like a spot, but it feels like I scratched it already. I'm just trying to see if I can get anything out of it. That isn't blood. Apparently not. Apparently it is just a random cut on my head in my hairline. Great. Yeah, we got this. We had a look, and there's two options for this thing that you can get online, and we decided to go for the cheapy one and see if it was any good. And if it wasn't any good, then we would send it back and then get the more expensive one. Both of them have comments on them in the Amazon selection saying, "Do not buy this," or "It has lots and lots of bad things wrong with it." We got it anyway because why not? You know. We also wanted to test out the thing that Amazon is doing, because apparently Amazon is no longer shipping overseas anything that is not essential to the UK. You know, they're not. They're only sending like office supplies and stuff like that. Anything non-essential, Amazon are not shipping to the UK anymore. And I wanted to test out to see if this was actually true or if this was just a random headline that the media was just like panicking about stuff. But yeah, I got it today, so that was quite cool. The thing is, it's a Roadhog mask. It's a Roadhog mask. If you've been on Discord, you would have seen that it's a Roadhog mask. And it seems perfectly fine. It seems to be a Roadhog mask, exactly as advertised. Very hard to see through because the eyes are here, as opposed to being on my eyes. They are here because that's just the way that the mask is depicted in the game. And it's not a functioning gas mask. I knew it wasn't, so I'm not an idiot. But essentially, its ports are blocked off. They are literally just there so that they can hold the wire mesh in place in these two round things for the filters. So we're going to make some modifications to it. We've already basically taken off a layer of plastic so that I can actually see through the eyes, and we're going to just drill some holes into the actual inside of the mask so you can actually breathe through it. Because on this part of my face, I don't know how they expect you to breathe through it because it's all covered in foam. You know, I didn't think that you'd be able to breathe through the mask itself, but I expected some space just around the mouth and the nose, you know. But no, it's got a big foam brick just on the inside, pressed right up against your face. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reposition the foam. I've taken some of it out already. I'm going to reposition it so that basically there's going to be two openings. It's going to be just on my cheeks here, the foam, and nothing on my nose at all, because that would be annoying, because it is annoying. And also I'm going to have I'm going to draw some air holes in it, because there's nothing stopping me from doing that, and then it should be good to go. But the thing is that we have to do that. Damon has to get his drill out from the from where we keep the drill, from the tool shed, because only he knows where everything is precisely in the tool shed. You know, once he gets that out for me, I will do my best to not destroy the thing. But it's very nice. It's apart from those little issues, it's very nice. The straps don't make sense because they kind of don't go over my head. Only one of the straps goes actually over my head, and it goes over like a welding mask, so I can actually pull it down and pull it up. But it's got two extra straps that kind of go diagonally on either side, and they don't do anything. So yeah, I got that, and that's fun. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for, because it's the only thing that I've got for the Roadhog costume. I don't have anything else. I don't have anything else. I can easily get things, but the thing is that I can't easily get things because I need money to buy them. So yeah. Anyway, Jeffrey's excited to see it already. Mossad is yelling. Ugh, excuse me. Mossad is yelling at Panafox. Wait, he's saying that he's yelling at Panafox. I'm not saying that he's yelling at Panafox. He's saying it. How do they expect you to breathe? Exactly. I don't know exactly how they expect you to breathe, but this will make it a lot easier, and it will make it slightly more practical. So that's something. Because if I can get that working, then there'll be an air channel around my nose, and then, you know, I can breathe through it. So that's something. Because if I can get that working, then there'll be an air channel around my nose, and then, you know, I can breathe through it. So that's something. Because if I can get that working, then there'll be an air channel around my nose, and then to my face, so I can breathe. At least partially fresh air instead of just in my mask air. So yeah. I do also notice that my beard sticks out from it because it ends here. It actually ends on the end of my chin, which is nice, but my beard sticks out of it, which is funny. So yeah. Okay. So have a think on that, guys. Exactly, like I will be back online on doing another stream tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully, if I'm awake at the right times and if I feel not totally like self-murder, then I never do it. I might think about it, but I never do it. I might be back on tomorrow, so I would love if basically anybody has any ideas on how to do this holiday thing, the planning of the live stream parties and stuff. I'm liking that I'll have one. So far, the plan is that I'll have one on here. I'll have one definite day where we all agree to hang out on Discord, because there'll be people that just come on to Discord all the time, that just any time that they want, which is good. But I'm talking about like an actual proper large hangout that we can all do, which would be fun, hopefully. And then one on Facebook as well. So I'm liking that idea. Maybe having the tiki party just on Facebook. I don't know. It depends if everybody wants a tiki party, because then I might have to space it out a little bit more, like over the course of 3 weeks or something. I don't know. I don't want them to. I don't want like there to be a whole week of partying, because that would be kind of complicated. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's the idea so far. Starting from somewhere in the beginning of April, I will begin. Well, I will plan to start it for the beginning of April. There'll be a party sometime, and during the first week of April, first full week of April. That's what I'm planning for, starting now. So yeah. By the way, art class is suspended for the time being because I actually have got commission work to do, and I didn't want to do this, but essentially I'm really struggling to keep motivated to actually keep doing this. Money is enough. Money is enough. It is work. So yeah. But it's just I was supposed to do it now, but instead I wanted to do the live stream instead, which is, to be honest, is nicer because I get to hang out with people that aren't Damon, which is weird to say, but true. Sorry, Damon. Okay. It's weird. I don't think we're gonna see Owen again. I think I messed up there. But some people's opinions just more important to them than yeah. It happens. Sorry. Food, is that Fatoon, Futoon, Fatoon. Just simply put, says, I hate you. Why? Somebody, you have to have a reason, you know. I'm just curious before I go. You know, sometimes these people are actually entertaining. Who do you hate? Fatoon. Fatoon. Who do you hate? Oh, dude, Tubbs, I had the worst. Was that a moth? Go back to sleep. Way too early for them. I had the worst stomach distress this morning. Okay. TD. I don't think we're going to get a response for. I think Fatoon. G. Just came and went. I asked the question first. Fatoon. Fatoon. I asked a question first. He popped in for a quickie. It seems so. Although he's talking. He's actually talking. What's with your stomach, dude? Or is it just a thing? Maybe there's two viruses going on. Me and you got them. Because I didn't. I think I just had very, 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 very brief, acute stomach distress just a minute ago. I don't think he's going to answer our question. I woke up with like the worst gas I ever had. Okay. So that was a cow. Okay. I've woken up with gas cramps because basically sometimes I'm in a position where I just don't fart when I'm asleep, or basically I don't actually know if I fart when I'm asleep. I don't think I do. I know Damon does, but when I'm asleep, I've never had a complaint that somebody heard me farting in my sleep. I also used to have an audio recorder because I talk in my sleep sometimes, and I used to be curious as to what I said in my sleep, and then I turned it off because it was very creepy. Because essentially, I thought I heard something in the background, like it picked up something in the background when I was asleep, and it was like, "Ooh, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore." But essentially, I never heard any gas over the couple months that I actually had that app on my old phone. Fatoon, I asked you a question. Who do you hate? If you answer this question, I'll be willing to answer whatever you want. You know? Anyway, yeah. But yeah, if I basically if I have gas and I go to bed with gas, then basically, I do have stomach cramp in the morning, and I have to go. I have to stand up or sit down or be in a position where I can toot. So yeah. I'm guessing English isn't your first language, Fatune. Just like if you're going to ask questions, then you have to be, you know, what's the word? You have to reciprocate, you know? Basically, you have to be asked questions. To ask questions, you have to be asked questions as well. And you basically came in with a statement. I asked a question, but you didn't answer the question. You simply just asked more questions. That's how I hate you. There is no reason. So you don't hate me. If you have no reason to hate somebody, then you don't hate them. You simply don't like them. You can not like somebody for no reason, but you can't hate somebody for no reason. You have to actually have a reason. This is actually something that bothers people. You know, it's because like you know, I've watched a video, and you know, I watched a movie, and all of a sudden, like, there'll be a character in this movie, and I'll be like, I really like that guy. I really, there's something about him that I really like, but I can't put my finger on exactly what it is, and it bothers me until I basically figure out exactly what it is that I like about the person. It's the same with hate, you know, basically, yeah. Okay, I more than like this person. That's a wrong thing to say, because like I said, you can like somebody for no reason and you can dislike somebody for no reason, but you can't really like somebody, you know, like super like somebody for no reason, and you can't hate somebody for no reason. There's always a reason, and it actually does drive people crazy when you can't figure out exactly why you hate or really like something, you know? So yeah, you dislike me. It's fine about that. That's fine. If there really is no reason, then basically you dislike me, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You know, you can't please everybody, so what are you gonna do? He's asking questions but not answering any, I guess. Exactly. I'm from the UK and I weigh about 330 pounds. There you go. I answered your questions. I mean, I hate him for coming in and being a little bitch, but that's just me. Well, yeah. See, those are reasons. Those are reasons. He's basically doing that, and that's okay. Okay. Well, I will be back tomorrow. I do not know. Very silly. Okay, dude. I will be back tomorrow. I do not know what time I'll be back. My sleep schedule's a bit wacky still. When is it ever not crazy? When is it ever normal? You know. It is actually going towards normality, because you know I'm feeling a bit tired now, and it's 1:30 in the morning here in the UK. You know, that's about normal, right? But I do wake up at like 4 a.m. I know I normally only get like 4 hours if I'm lucky, sleep, and then I wake up again. So if I went to bed right now, then yeah. So I'm probably not going to do that. I'm probably going to go to bed when I'm feeling very tired. So yeah. But hopefully about the same time tomorrow I should be back online. I don't know what I'll be doing. I might be doing some art and talk a bit more about this idea. I am going to turn on my Discord talkies in the morning when I wake up. Basically the voice channels, I'm going to be open in there all the time. So that's starting tomorrow when I wake up. It's not starting tonight, but I will keep it open. And there might be some times when I just leave the computer on, because I do leave the computer on in here. It's an incredibly efficient machine. It does not take up a lot of power, and essentially I just leave it on and go off and do things in the house, and yeah, calling Damon things. So hardly any of you heard what I just said, so there you go. Anyway, guys. Oh, that's sad. I just realized what t-shirt I'm wearing. Awesome place. Go there if you can. You know, when it's safe. But yeah, belly rubs and belly salute. And I will see you guys tomorrow. There we go. Your face hair is nasty. Why don't you shave it? That is your opinion. And to be completely honest, just the brief conversation that we've had, don't really value it. So yeah, it's like a cow's opinion. Doesn't matter.